first time ever.
Appalling act of terror.
Unexpected. We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members.
The drivers of a new economic age.
Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei strongly criticized a new US proposal on Iran's nuclear program, asking why Iran should rely on other countries for its nuclear needs. While US keeps its own nuclear weapons, his comments came after 5 rounds of nuclear talks that started in April. Now, the geopolitical insider team MND The Futurist will take you through this story. What's the US proposing? Last weekend, US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff proposed a deal that includes creating a regional group with countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and Turkey to oversee Iran's uranium enrichment only for civilian use, reducing Iran's uranium enrichment from 60% to just 3% used in power plants, not weapons. Now, closing Iran's secret underground enrichment sites, only allowing Iran to produce nuclear material for peaceful purposes. Iran's reaction at first, Iranian officials seemed open to the idea as long as the new enrichment groups was based in Iran. They even talked about it with their neighbors, but once the proposal reached Khamenei, he publicly rejected it. On social media, he asked if Iran should disappoint thousands of scientists and make them unemployed. He also insulted United States leaders, calling them rude and insolent. Now, why this matters to Iran? The country is under heavy economic pressures due to sanction power shortages, and public anger are growing. If no deal is reached by October, older UN sanctions could automatically come back into force, making the situation worse. To United States, the United States is worried because Iran's current uranium enrichment level is very close to what's needed for a nuclear bomb. President Trump called it a red line and has warned that military actions possible if Iran doesn't back down. So what about the region? Israel doesn't trust Iran and wants the United States to take a tougher approach. Prime Minister Netanyahu said any deal must involve bombing Iran's nuclear sites, similar to what happened in Libya. To Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, UAE and Qatar, they have different relationships with Iran, but none of them want a war. Saudi Arabia recently told Iran to take the US offer seriously or risk attacks from Israel, which could set off a regional conflict. So for now, most countries want to keep talking. Saudi Arabia supports the negotiations. Oman is acting as a mediator, and Trump said he told Netanyahu not to bomb Iran so the talks can continue. So what is the bigger picture here? The journalist N. Apple Labam recently said that things get dangerous when leaders stop talking policy and start throwing personal insults. Luckily, despite the Ayatollah's angry tweets, most sides seemed serious about finding a peaceful solution. Let's hope it stays that way. Just to add on, the United Nations Nuclear Agency says Iran now has enough enriched uranium to make 10 nuclear bombs. That's all from my side in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.